Everyone able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, today we can discuss with the LR functions and web functions. Yesterday we done right verification point. What is the how many verification points we have?
2 verification points.
What are there?
Text validation and image validation.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Lakshmi, what is text verification? Lakshmi, what is the text verification?
Verifying the text in received response.
Yeah, yes. What is the function?
Web track find.
Web break find. What are the arguments in that function?
Like,
Text is equal static text and
text is
save
equal.
count and last, right? So what is the image checkpoint function? Achha, what is the image checkpoint function?
Yeah.
Web image check. SRC of images.
Yes.
Last.
So for now, as of now, if everyone is clear, right? So mostly we are closing for the scripting part. Maybe 2 or 3 classes after that, we'll go to the controller. So this is the script announcements completed. So for this script announcements, we have the some LR functions will be there, some web functions will be there. So we need to discuss today what are their LR functions and web functions. Anyone can tell me LR functions, what do you know as of now? LR functions. In script, what are you see as of now?
It's a function web rig save param
No,
one
I am
function.
asking LR functions.
LR functions.
So to measure the response time, which function we are giving? To measure the response time. Anyone? LR start and end transactions, right?
Yes, yes. And
So-
yesterday also we used Nanya LR function. LR.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday also we used it. That is why I'm asking for what are functions, you know, for the LR functions means yesterday we used it, right? What are we used yesterday? So you can see LR eval string, LR output message.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you can observe LR end transaction, LR start transaction, LR think time. So just what we are using in script, you need to identify, right? So what functions we are using? LR and start and end. Which purpose we can use LR start and end? To measure
We
the
have to
response time of, right? So we can use for the LR, that one. So going to the LR eval string will be there. You can see this is the LR eval string. Why we can use for the LR eval string means to read the value we need to use for the LR eval string. So we can read means in this login, what is the value is there? We need to read that value. We can use for the LR eval string. And LR output message means what is the
What
output
message
you are
we want to
expecting to
display.
display in the system. So we need to use for the LR output message. Okay, and going to the LR think time, LR underscore think time. Why we are giving LR think time? You are giving or automatically it is coming while recording?
automatically. It is.
Automatically.
Automatically coming because so transaction to transaction some gap will happen, right? So after you enter the end transaction and again you are going to the start transaction, right? Some gap it will come. So that is the think time. It is a delay between the actions or transactions. We can call it as a think time. So which function we can use for the think time is LR underscore think underscore time. So is the 27 will be there, right? That is the 27 seconds. So what are functions we see? LR start and end transaction, LR eval string. To read the value means we can use for the LR eval string. And we want for the any output message, we need to use for the LR output message. And we want for the think time, we can use for the LR underscore think time function. and we have the one more function LR save string. LR reverse string, how it is there, and LR save string. So we need to assign value to load runner variable. We need to use for the LR save string. Like so I will open Notepad. So we want for use for the LR save string means it assign a value to load runner variable. So how do we can assign the variable means syntax LR save underscore string, and after that in double colon and comma, and for in this double colon I'm giving for the sum ABC, that is the some value. For this value I want save with the XYZ, so I can use for the double colon. In the double colon I am saving for the XYZ means. So we need to write for the syntax like this. LR save string means you need to write for the syntax like this. LR save string some ABC, the ABC value we are saving to the XYZ. So for example, ABC value is 3. So the 3 will be, we can saving to the in XYZ using the which function? LR save string function. Okay. And after that we have the remaining, we have the lot of functions will be there. LR we can use for the LR abort and LR exit also. Okay, LR underscore abort syntax. Okay, LR abort and LR exit. LR abort and LR exit. What is the LR abort and what is the LR exit? So most interview asking questions. So what is the difference between LR abort and LR exit? So LR abort nothing but the function uses the script to abort purpose. Means particular script you want to abort, so you need to use for the LR abort. Otherwise you want using for the LR exit. Is it exit the iteration or action? Means action means what is that? For example, we are booking the flight booking. So entire business scenario flight booking is a one scenario, one iteration or one action. So that entire scenario we need to exit means you need to use for the LR exit. Otherwise, in the particular script you need to abort means you need to use for the LR abort. Okay. And we have the LR reverse string already we know, right? One more is there, LR paramaram random. LR underscore PARA paramara random. MAR param underscore random. So we want capture for the randomly values, so we can use for the function, which function? LR paramaram random function. So for example, we have source and destination will be there. So you need to capture for the randomly. So you need to use for the LR paramaram random function. Which function we can use to randomly capture means LR underscore paramaram underscore random. Okay, and we have the like LR DB connect will be there. LR DB disconnect will be there. LR DB connect means we want connect DB means you can use for the LR DB connect. You want exit DB, you can use for the LR DB disconnect. Okay, LR DB connect and LR DB disconnect. So what is the LR DB connect mean? It connects to the database with the help of the connection statements. And LR DB disconnection connection statements means for you need to connect for the any DB nothing but database. You need to connect for the database means you need for the username and password. These all details you need to give for that one. So at that point of view, you need to connection statements you need, and LR DB disconnect means it disconnects from the database. So you want for the disconnected database, you can use for the LR DB disconnect function. Okay, one more we have the LR continuation error. So maybe your script will be you want continue for the, if it is error also you can continue, then you can use for the LR underscore continue underscore on underscore error. This is the function you need to write for the function. Like this you need to write the function. So LR continue underscore on error. So and when error occurs, so it is script you use one of this option for continuation purpose. Maybe you can use for the LR continue on 0 means no option. Maybe LR continue on error 1, so it will continue. LR continue on error 2, so it is skip the next action. You can give for the LR continue on error 3, skip the iteration. So LR continue on error end user. So you want to continue for this script, so you can use for the LR continue on error. Okay, and already we know, right, LR output message, to send a log message in the output window you need to use for the LR output message. And we have the one more function LR message, send a message to a log file or output window you need to use for the LR message also. How we are using LR output and same to the LR message. This is also one function. So you send message to a file and output window and summary report it will send for the LR output message. So when you are using for the LR message, it send a message to the log and output window. And one more is the LR error message. To send an error message with the location details to the output window, log files and other test summary report you can use. So for example, you want to for the what is the error you need to identify, then you need to use for the function is continue LR error message, which error message you are getting. So you need to use for the LR error message. Okay, LR error message. So send an error message with the location details to the output windows and log files and other test report summary. So these all will be LR functions. So if anyone interview question ask means, so how many LR functions you know means what are you can tell, like LR start transaction and transaction. So which purpose we can use LR start and to measure the response time, and the LR output message to display the output window the message we can use for the LR output message. What is the LR abort and LR exit? To abort the script you can use for the LR abort. LR exit means it exit for the entire iteration or action we can use for the LR exit. LR paramera random means to randomly we want capture for the some random value you can use for the LR paramera random. So you need connect for the DB, you can use for the LR DB connect. You want for the DB disconnect, you can use for the LR DB disconnect. And you want for the continuation error, you can use for the LR continuation error. So you want display the log messages and error output window, you can use for the LR message. You want what is the error, which location you are getting. So you need to identify means you can use for the LR error message. So this all will be LR functions. So anyone, any doubts for this LR messages, LR functions and hello? Okay, so I think everyone good, right? So we can go to the web functions. These all will be LR functions. So web functions.
LR means what is the abbreviation of LR?
Load runner.
Load run. Okay.
Load runner function. Just LR nothing but load runner abort exit. So just we are calling for the LR. Okay. Okay. So now we can discuss with the web functions. Above what are these? All will be LR functions. So web functions we can using for the web functions. As of now in script, what are you observed LR? What are the functions you are observed for that?
Web reg find, web image check.
Okay.
Web save, web reg save param, web
Okay.
save param ex.
Web reg save
Yes.
param reg exp.
Yes, reg ex.
And web URL.
Yeah, web
Web
URL.
submit
web,
that.
web URL, web submit data.
Yeah.
So this all will be, we know, right? Because already we are using this all. So web breakpoint we are using. Web breakpoint means we need to validate for the test verification point of view. We need to use for the web breakpoint. Web image point means we can
Yeah.
check for the image verification point by first we can use for the that one. And web break save parameters, that is a correlation function. So for to find the capture the dynamic value point of we can use for the web break save param, web break save ex and regex with these all functions. Okay, and when it is a web URL, it will come when you are hitting the application, you will get for the web URL. When you are entering the some data, it will be
So submit data.
web submit data. It is come. So you are submitting some data, so you will get for the web submit data. So it's clear.
Yes.
And
Yes,
one
sir.
more function also, you know, website max html param length function,
Yes. Yes.
right? So set the maximum length of any HTML string that can be retrieved the store in a variable like syntax website max html param length function, and you need to assign for the number of bytes. And we need to like web submit form, we know, and web getting property. This is the new property, maybe we are not used, so that is why I'm giving for the just syntax web get int property, int underscore property. This is the function. So which purpose we can use this function means, using this function we can verify the response whether it is a proper or not based on the HTTP status code and download size. So you want for the download size, for example, in Naukri, right, everyone will be uploading for the, which one we are uploading? Naukri, we are uploading for the our resume. After uploading, so someone will be, recruiter will be download your resume. So for this download size, how much you need to see means, we can using for the web getting property. Using this property, we can find the download size of the file. Okay. So interview question, how to capture download size for a response means, you need to write for the web getting property, and just syntax how can you need to write means, in double colon or whatever maybe you can give for the HTTP and info and underscore download, okay, underscore size. So this is the syntax of the web getting property. Okay, and we have the like different functions. Web convert param also, you know, right? Everyone, convert param. Web convert param means you want for the convert to for the HTML to URL, URL to HTML, HTML to URL, or plain to HTML. So you can use for the web convert param, and assign to the web add headers. So some headers also it will display. So you can observe. So you can observe web add header. So some headers will be displayed. So what is the headers means? Maybe some automatically it will display for this headers, web add headers. This is function on the top of the request, it will come. Verify the correlation and parameterization. So this purpose we can using for the web add header. Sometimes already I told, right? Maybe you are unable to finding for the particular dynamic value boundaries, you can unable to find the in body, you need to go to the headers and you need to identify that value in boundaries also. And web custom request also one of that one, it will submit the data in the form of body. So web custom, when you can get, right, so you can go to the recording options. And as of now, we know, right, HTML based only we are recorded. So for today, you guys can try with the URL mode, and after that select for the URL advanced. Again, you can check for the web custom request. Okay, you can use for the web custom request only, click on OK, and you can record with the URL mode also. what are the function is generating, and doing for the scripting is everything will be same. Recording time, you need to give for the proper checkpoints and transaction names. After that, script recording is completed, do the parameterization, correlation, everything will be same, but maybe function will be different. So last time we are getting for the like different, right? Now this will be web custom request function will be generated. Now you can observe when you are select for the HTML advanced, this generating for the web URL and web submit data function. Okay, so today today assignment, what is that means? You need to record in URL mode. In only first thing will be flight booking application only, web tour application only, using for the URL mode, and you need to check this one. You can record, and after that you need to identify the correlation values and parameterization also, do it and complete for that one. Tomorrow, this is the today assignment. So then you will get for the web custom request. So when we can switch for the URL mode and same to the HTML mode, I think, sorry, why I click this one. Okay, when we can switch for the URL mode and HTML mode means, so if it is application will be web application, so your application will be not changing for the every time, so you can go with the obviously HTML mode. So your application will be keep on changing. So at that time you can use for the URL mode. So because when you can record the URL mode, you will get for the, it will record for the user actions along with the some server side resource also, it will be captured. So that is why your application is keep on changing, then you can use for the URL mode. So for example, you can record for the Flipkart or Amazon, right? So day to day their offer will be changed and the price will be changed. So many things will be changing. So you can record a HTML based one, then you are unable to capture that proper request and your script also not work properly. So you can using for the URL mode, you can record, then you are able to record and you can do for the correlation parameterization, your script will be work. So got it right? When we can switch to the HTML to URL. So same to the, what is the difference between HTML and URL mode? If anyone asks for the, what is the recording modes means, we have the two recording modes, HTML and URL mode. So HTML mode, when we record the HTML mode, we'll get for the web URL and web submit functions. And so HTML mode will be only we can record for the user actions, nothing but what are you are recording, only those will be displayed. But when you are recording URL mode, it will record for the user actions along with the server side resource also. Doing for the HTML mode, will get for the less number of dynamic values generated. When you are recording URL mode, you will get for the use number of dynamic value generated. Is to maintain the script is HTML mode is very easy, URL mode is difficult. So these are the difference from the HTML and URL mode. So now we have the some C functions will be there. We'll see that C functions also. So this something when I am telling that some C functions, these things will be only for interview point of view only. So remaining everything will be you need to do for that point of okay. Maybe C functions nothing but strcpy. strcpy. To copy one string to another string, then you can use for the strcpy. For example, you are copy the variable. For example, in this strcmpy, hi will be there. For here, you want capture for copy to the like 747. You can use for the syntax like this for the strcpy. And one more is the strcmp. We need to compare for the two strings. You can use for the strcmp. Like you need to give for the syntax. So this is the syntax of strcm. And one more is we have the str length and str string tokenizer already. So we